brand new episode of In the Kitchen with the Breakfast Brothers. I'm Luscious Barbie, and I'll be guiding you through today's episode. I'm so excited to present today's guests. On today's episode, we have radio personality, comedian Rudy Rush. And now, for the moment that we've all been waiting for, the man in the kitchen, connecting the dots from entertainment to food, giving us wisdom every day. Give it up for our host, Ricky Booker.
Welcome back to a brand new episode of In the Kitchen with the Breakfast Brothers. I'm your host, Ricky Booker. There are so many things in the world that brings us together. Good food, a little bit of conversation does it every time. And In the Kitchen with the Breakfast Brothers, we love feeding your soul. Today's guest, he's a radio personality and also a comedian. Let's give a warm welcome for Rudy Rush. What's up, my brother?
That father figure? Hey, what's going on? Where the food at?
Man, we gonna get to that at the sit down, man. You been in the gym, you ain't been eating no food. You been eating chicken protein and taking protein drinks, bro.
Now listen, I got some belly on me because I be eating your food all the time.
But it's hard belly though.
No,
that's
it
a
is,
difference.
it is,
that ain't a hard belly. That's a chitlin belly right there. Man, I'm glad to have you on the show, man.
Nah, it's great to be here, bro.
Man, appreciate you. Got some good things going on.
Oh, yeah.
It took us a while to get him on here, but he on here.
Yeah, I was busy a little bit for the first time in my life in a long time.
Yeah.
You know, I was a little, I had a little dry spell going on, but then, I hooked up with you and now we're here.
All right,
so,
man.
yeah.
I've been always following you, man, from radio, some TV shows, man. You doing your thing.
Thank you, yeah.
And you also got a comedy show coming up, too.
May. Actually, no, not May. March 10th, you right?
Yeah.
You know more than me about myself. March 10th, we're going to be at the Curtis Colwell Center out there in Garland. We're bringing big comedy shows to the north. So I got Corey B. She actually is the opener for Monique. So if you check Monique's show out, she's the girl who sets it off. And my man who works with D.L. Hughley, Bodacious. Myself, Piper the comedian from Kevin Hart's show on Comedy Central, and Lady Rico, a hot new comic from Houston. So we're going to kill it.
Man, I can't wait. I'm gonna be in there. I'm going to bring all the employees, Breakfast Brothers employees with me, too.
Please, everybody come on out. Yeah.
And we're going to talk a little bit more where they can get tickets, too, at the sit-down when we sit down eating. But first thing I want to do, I want to get on these topics. I want you to name me the top 5 breakfast items, or just breakfast period that you know you got a good breakfast going on.
Okay, so you know what? I knew you was going to ask me that. So these are the ways you know you got a good breakfast or a hood breakfast. Mm-hmm. All right? So the way you know you got a good breakfast, you got all the essentials. You got orange juice. Got to have some orange juice. Fluffy eggs, bacon, biscuits. But the way you know you got a hood breakfast, you got Sunny D.
Yep.
Or some tang or some Kool-Aid, orange Kool-Aid instead of orange juice. You got a pork chop from last night, and then you always got something substituted in the omelet. You're like, did you?
You don't have no fluffy eggs either.
No fluffy eggs. Did you put some Fruit Loops in the omelet? Like, yeah, we ran out of other stuff. So no, that's one way you know. Another way you know you got a good breakfast though, Rick. You ever eat your breakfast and then you go back in the kitchen and go grab a piece of sausage or something, you always get one extra thing from that breakfast. You know what I mean? But if you got a hood breakfast, you just gonna need a minute in the bathroom because it just runs right through you.
But it's so good.
It is so good.
I gotta add a few items to the hood breakfast part of too. Everybody used to say rice was for chicken fried rice, shrimp fried rice. In my house, we took rice and boiled it and put some sugar and butter in it. That was sometimes we didn't have nothing but toast, so we put a piece of toast with it too. So sugar and butter and rice I still eat that today. That's a hood breakfast.
I thought we was the only one eating crazy. We was eating mayonnaise sandwiches.
Oh, I done that too.
Yeah.
I done that too.
All that good stuff. But
that's the taste buds you have, and you know what? I'm gonna keep it real. This ain't a joke. When you was growing up, we grew up about the sugar sandwiches, the mayo sandwiches. Living in the hood, jumping out the windows and doing things we was doing. That was the most funnest thing. We didn't know that we was living in poverty.
No, we didn't.
Nuh-uh.
No, actually, you know what? It's funny you say that. I was talking to a young family member of mine, my nephew, and I was just trying to let him know, like, these kids have it too good today because they don't understand when hard times come, if they ever do, these kids will go crazy because we were living in an era where we just thought everybody was living like that. We didn't know we were poor. And so now that we're doing better with our lives and we're being very blessed, but at the same time, a lot of people don't understand what it's like to live, with just a little bit. It goes a long way.
To these days, they make it hard on their parents in the hood because the one thing they're going to have is two things they're going to have. They're going to have a pair of Jordans, and they're going to have an iPhone.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, man, what iPhones, we didn't know nothing about that. You want the Payless? You got Payless shoes, and then, of course, we didn't have no phones.
My daughter, she's 16. She was staying at my mother's house. I'm in New York City. This is a true story. She texted me last night. I'm thinking it's an emergency. So I called her back after I get off stage. I said, "You all right? Everything cool?" She's like, "Yeah, can you order me something from Grubhub or DoorDash? Because I ain't like what Granny made." I said, "What? Are you serious?" You know, like, if you don't eat what Granny made, you starve. You go to bed hungry.
Kitchen closed. Don't even go back in the refrigerator.
So, yeah, these kids got it bad right now, but we'll get them right.
Well, okay. We're going to move forward. We're going to get back to the food because I want to know. I know Rudy Rushton had some type of disasters in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
Name one disaster you done had in the kitchen.
So let me tell you, and my mom's going to get mad at this, Rick.
That's all
It
right.
has something to do with her. So, you know, my mom is an excellent cook. You know, it took me getting out of the house, coming back as a grown man to really appreciate it because you think everybody mama cook like that.
Yeah.
But she's a very, very good cook. But she's getting up in age, and she was cooking breakfast for the kids one day. And let me tell you something, my mom's eyes ain't what they used to be. So
yours ain't either, though.
Yeah, mine ain't either.
glass
No, these real thick. These real. These ain't designer. But my mom made French toast for the kids. And this might be something you want to try at your restaurant. I'm not sure. But the kids was like, she made French toast. And the kids like, "Granny, this is hot." And then she was like, "Just blow it off, baby." They was like, "No, it's spicy hot." Instead of cinnamon, the woman put cayenne pepper inside. But my nephew was like, "This is the bomb. This is good with some cinnamon." So I don't know. I might have put y'all up to something, put y'all on to something new. But that was a disaster. That was funny. We talk about it to this day. So you know what? My mom is an excellent cook, but she thought that
because if you can't see very well, they can look like
it's the same substance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So she put that in there and put some syrup on. The kids was like, "This is hot, Granny."
Man, if I put cayenne pepper on some cinnamon toast at Breakfast Brothers, man, they get mad when we don't put enough ice in the drink. Let's don't put cinnamon. Shut us down.
Yeah.
But no, man, that's pretty interesting. That's funny though. But one thing I want to know is all the years and time. What was your age when you realized that you was wanting to be a comedian?
Well, you know what? I thought I was going to be in journalism and stuff like that when I was in high school. But then I started working in a law firm in New York, and everybody there was like, "Oh, you're so funny." So there was the show In Living Color. Everybody was leaving. Jamie Foxx and all those guys. And this one lady made me go on an audition. They called me back like 3-4 times. So I was like, maybe I'm funny. They called me. They was like, "Hey, listen, we're not going to do the show, but we'll keep you in mind." I was like, maybe I'm funny. So one guy from the job was like, "You should do comedy." And I was like, "Well, if you sign me up, I'll go." So there was this one club in New York, and you had to bring 3 paying customers and get on stage. As an incentive, they give you $2 back.
Right.
So many people from my job thought I was funny to this day. And this is almost 30 years later. I'm telling you, like, the record for that is not broken. Like 90-something people came to see me my first night.
Wow.
I made $180.
Wow.
Had a great night. It was crazy though, because they saved me for last, and it was a fantastic evening. It wound up turning out well for me, and I just been going ever since.
Look at that, Rudy Rush came alive.
19 years old.
That's true,
Yeah.
But we're gonna talk a little bit more at the sit down. When we sit down and eat some breakfast.
Yeah, that's
brothers.
what I'm here for,
But we're gonna go
honestly.
back and see what Luscious got going on.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Luscious Barbie, in the kitchen with the Breakfast Brothers. And you know, when you see my face, I'm here to find out what the customers think about the food. I'm at the Count Wisdom location, and we gotta find out. I love seeing a full table because we're about to get such a variety, but let's just get into it. All right. Oh, it smells so... I know you can smell through that camera. This table, that food just came out so fresh. But what did you get today?
So I got the red velvet waffle and the chicken. I got the chicken and French toast.
I got the regular chicken.
Okay.
I got the lamb chops and red velvet waffle.
Okay, y'all, let me give you a rundown. Lamb chops, red velvet waffle, regular waffle, French toast, chicken. Baby, when I tell you, I don't know nowhere else in Dallas that you can go and get the variety that you just see at this table at the same time. How did y'all find out about the Breakfast Brothers?
So we've been a long-time customer from the Great Parade location.
Okay.
So this is our first time at this location.
Okay, how do you like it? Is it amazing?
The food is amazing. The
Okay.
food is absolutely amazing.
And it's a little vibe?
The vibe is amazing. The food is amazing. The
Okay.
chicken is delicious, but they never go wrong.
Okay.
They never go wrong.
All right.
And so we really like the food, which is why we come back all the time.
We also like to find out who we have in the restaurant. So if you have a business or you know somebody with a business, this is the time right now to let them know how to find you, what you do, all of that.
So we just like to give back to our community. So we're here, one, because we just got our community. Two, we want to get back to our community. And so it's really important for us, one, because it was Black History Month, that's Women's History Month, but we really think it's important to give back to our community. So we were going We just went last week to the Red Parade location because it was Black History Month. We came today because we wanted to celebrate this location. We hadn't been to this location before since it opened, and so we wanted to make sure we came and sewed into this new location.
Nice.
It's been open for a while, but we hadn't made it over here.
Yeah.
So we wanted to make sure we supported, the Black community.
Thank you. You already know when you get to this table, I love when I see guests that we've had full episodes that you can go check out. But she's here with the family today. All right, so I'm here with
Absolutely.
and your name.
I'm Todd.
Okay, and Nikki J going in.
I'm already in.
And make sure y'all check out her episode. You can check it out on YouTube because you missed it. If you didn't see it, you need to watch the full episode to find out about her brand. What did you get from the Breakfast Brothers today?
I got the grilled salmon
Okay.
and the grits.
And the grits, and you got the home style gravy. Okay.
Wonderful.
Okay, and what you get over there?
I got fried rib on coconut.
Okay.
And I had the pork chops.
Okay.
On the show, and they were so good, I had to come in today.
Had to get them
I
again.
got waffles.
All right.
And I did get a sample of that cracked wing. Okay.
Okay, and you got some of the crack wings too. Okay. And then. Okay, catfish, pancakes. What you get? Okay, so is that the Rack Daddy? Let me see. Oh, that's the Rack Daddy. All right. Okay. And what you get?
Wings and pancakes.
Okay, the wings and pancakes. And then I see you sprinkling something on the from the keychain. Okay, let me see that. Cause what? When I say on the keychain, don't play with Nikki J. All right. But baby, I know if you've seen the episode, or you might not know what absolutely edible is, but baby, when I tell you this sweet potato thing right here, I don't think you understand. So I'm gonna try it right here just cause I'm hungry, right? And cause it's one of my favorite desserts. Y'all, baby, when I tell you this sweet potato thing, look at it. I know you want to jump through the screen, but you just can't. All right, but this makes me want to be like, you know what? Let them know where to get it. Let them know.
You can get it at goldbelly.com or you can get it at absolutelyediblecakes.com. Hit me up. We ship all over the world. We ship one of you.
Yeah, when I tell you, like, I don't even have no more words for you. You already know they didn't got the food, but let me tell you about the variety, okay? We didn't see chicken and pancakes, pork chops and waffles, Rack Daddy breakfast sandwich. We got the catfish, macaroni and cheese. A pancake, fried ribs, and grilled salmon all at the same table. And baby, when I tell you there's nowhere else that you can go except for www.breakfastbrothers.com, make sure you come to the Camp Wisdom location, Arlington location, Breakfast Brothers Express. You can get Breakfast Brothers overnight on the weekend. Until next time, let's go!
All right, we're here at the sit down with Rudy Rush, and he ordered getting ready to eat his Breakfast Brothers, and he ordered fried salmon bites.
Yeah, let me tell you, there's a lot of guests on the show, and you could bring that on. Yeah, bring that out here. There's a lot of guests on your show, and this is the first time they've eaten this food. These are actually things I get when I come to the restaurant, and I go to the restaurant regularly. So everybody who's watching right now, Rick, they say, yo, where you want to meet for breakfast? I'll pay for it. Let's have a meeting. Every meeting I got in KDFW, we go to Breakfast Brothers.
And he is right. He gets shrimp and grits, fried salmon bites, and a pancake.
Yes, sir.
I have a question for you. Are you ready for us to feed your soul?
Absolutely. Thank you.
That was the question.
She's going to be in my W-2. No.
Claiming one of the kids.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, I can dig in front of you.
It's like we at home. I'm
I got
gonna
to
let you,
start
since
off.
you already eating this, I'm gonna go ahead and get in and let you eat at the same time too.
Come on.
But the same here as it is in the restaurant.
I think y'all kicked it up a notch for me. This is dope. Now, these are the ones that everybody needs to know about.
Yes.
Salmon bites. You ain't gonna get these everywhere. McDonald's ain't got this. Sorry, McDonald's, but.
Hey, that's a true 8-ounce Atlantic salmon.
Oh, I feel it. It's heavy.
Cut in bites.
Oh, no. Come on, man. Come on, man. Good morning. This is excellent. This is dope. Everybody, y'all know what you're missing, and you got the new shop now.
Yep. You got the new Breakfast Brothers Express.
That's
all
crazy.
to go. Pick up, and also we do the catering there too. So you can go to breakfastbrothers.com and click the catering link, and you can either pick up your catering and we deliver it from that location as well. So that's why it's called Express. Everything's to go.
Now, you know y'all gonna be having people at the office like, y'all don't want to eat these raisins in there? Nah, let's order some breakfast, brothers.
No more.
This is excellent, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, earlier, I talked a little bit on this in the kitchen about you getting started in comedy and in the first comedy show. Name some of those obstacles when you first got your first comedy show to get to that point.
Well, you know what? The cool thing was when I first started, I had a lot of support from, I had a job. I worked at a law firm. So everybody thought I was funny because they came to the first show with such a big success. So people were following me. But then, it was a mainstream club. And what I mean by mainstream, it's like, it wasn't urban.
Right.
It wasn't, it wasn't Def Jam, it wasn't BET. And so, they had an audition one night and some of the comics from BET were there. They were like, nah, man, you got to come to this club. You know what I mean? It was almost like I was in the suburbs and they took me to the hood and it just turned the whole trajectory of my career. First brother I came in contact with was JB Smooth. He hosted a night downtown in the Village. And from there, it just took off because I came and I did the same thing I did in the mainstream club, and I still had some moxie and I added some little sugar to it, and we just was rolling from there. So yeah.
You also, when we come to the point we're gonna fast forward, that was the youngest host for Live at the Apollo.
Yeah, Showtime at the Apollo. I was the youngest host at the age of 26, and it was a funny story because even younger than that, I started doing warm-ups for Steve. Nobody wanted to work with Steve. Not really. They were a little intimidated.
Hold that thought.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you a question real quick. Hold that thought right there.
Uh-huh.
When you sitting at the new Breakfast Brothers in Redbird, Oak Cliff area, and you sitting down and you looking at the front counter, is something look noticeable about our marquee? You ever never paid attention to that marquee?
I did, exactly. It took me 4 or 5 times to realize that was a Showtime at the Apollo. I had to sit in a different position, because brothers don't sit with their back to the door.
Nuh-uh.
So I was on the side, and I looked up and I told my guest that was with me, I was like, yo, they did that for me? Because they... I swear, because I had just talked to you.
Now, my man Dream, the producer of the show, one day I sent him the picture and I asked him what it looked like. He said, look like the marquee at Showtime at the Apollo.
That was excellent.
And he didn't tell me to do it. He gave me the idea and I went,
no, it's perfect.
Breakfast Brothers.
In the right position and everything.
Showtime at the Breakfast Brothers where we feed your shows. So back to Steve Harvey.
No. That was because every time I come in there now, I'm like, yo, I'm going to take a picture from that because it brought back so many memories.
There was an urban touch of when I was saying when it comes to the point where as black-owned restaurants, sometimes, I come from my grandfather, my great uncles, they had juke joints and they just put paint on the wall, serve good food and serve liquor out the back trunk and all that. So me and my brother, business partner, wanted to make sure that we make it look like a franchise. But it looked so much like a diner to where we wanted to put one little piece of element. And
that was a perfect touch.
When I told my man Dream, he said what it looked like. The marquise did look like that, so that's what every Breakfast Brothers moving forward to have that marquise.
That was perfect. That's the best touch ever. When I saw that, it brought back so many memories. Like I said, it was dope. Yeah, but speaking of Steve, now Steve he was actually great to learn a lot from because he was the best host and is the best host probably in American history. Doing the Family Feud and other shows like that, his own television show. So I worked with him at the age of 23, which led to me being the host of the Apollo Kids Tour. That was the first step for me.
Right.
Discovering acts like Jasmine Sullivan. I discovered her when she was 11 years old. So we did. But, I was the host that actually discovered acts like that. And then, when Steve was leaving the show, then it transitioned into a whole nother thing where myself, David Williams, and Ted Carpenter, tried out for the spot of the host, and I actually got it. So Steve and I, we had a real strange relationship, but I got older and I understood why we weren't as close as I would like for us to be. But yeah, he taught me a lot of good stuff. Taught me, and I'll tell comics when you get my online course, I'll tell you the secrets. So just follow me at Rudy Rush, and I'll tell you the Steve Harvey secrets to success.
So, with Steve Harvey being one of the, what his success is today, and even what Jasmine Sullivan's success is today from 11 years old to what she's doing these days. She ain't breaking out windows no more.
No.
She bad by law putting out her hit records.
Yeah, she winning Grammys now.
Right.
Yeah.
Name some of the other people, that you worked with that you can think off the top of your head.
I'm telling you, The crazy thing about being a host of Showtime at the Apollo, everybody, I'm talking about Beyonce when she first started her solo career, coming to the Apollo, me and her sitting across the hallway from each other, just talking about Kelly and her solo project.
Right.
I mean, it got from that part to Jay-Z, to anybody, Sean Paul, Big, Small, Nelly, you name them, they all came to the Apollo, whether it's with Steve or myself.
Right.
And I mean, I've had moments with Tamia and stuff like that. It was just a great experience for a young person from around the corner. I grew up and was raised in Harlem, New York, so it was just like
I was getting ready to ask you.
Yeah, it was an unbelievable thing.
Because when you the accent, the New Yorkers when they get going. You know what I mean? Son, God,
Yeah,
I've been watching.
dude.
I've been watching the Wu-Tang story on Hulu.
Let me tell you, that's an excellent story.
Oh,
too.
what? I'm on third season now, but I know that's a whole other thing. But man, when you first start coming in the restaurant in Arlington, my daughter Ty said, we had Rudy Rush in here today. I said, Rudy Rush, the comedian? She said, yeah. I said, oh man, she said, group it down, Daddy. I was like, man, Rudy Rush, and I was like, man, that's big. And I think I told you this before too. Then next thing you know, you came in, and I didn't know about it. And they say Rudy was here, so now it became to the employees and the staff that's normal. Rudy was here today. I said, okay, cool. And then one day I finally walked out of the New Dallas, and there you was sitting with your wife. Said, man, finally seen you. Almost a year later, this man been coming to the restaurant. Never asked him for no discount. Never asked him nothing for free. Sending people over when the comedians come in town. He sent Chris Spencer over. Yeah. So that was big to me, because sometimes, man, I'm real giving. I want to say the world sometimes.
Me too.
And when it come to that, so that was unusual for me to have a celebrity come in the building and do that. And I won't say no name. A celebrity did me about a couple months ago. They was here for a concert. And it's a woman. She real devious. Well, she a diva. A management firm called her store, and they said, such and such want to come to the restaurant when she in town. I said, okay, cool. Who is it? They told me. It's anonymous. And so I called her management and said, yeah, she want to come. She heard about your food. We coming in for the concert at the American Airlines Centers, and she want to eat your food, this and that. I said, oh, yeah, man, let's do that. She going to do a video. She going to do a drop and all that. She want to know, what's your budget? She usually charge $15,000. I was like, what? I don't pay people to come and eat here. People come here to eat here, and every now and then, if I make a mistake and gotta pay for somebody's food, I'll do it. Mm-hmm. But it was Tamar Braxton.
Oh yeah, Tamar off the chain.
What? When they said $15,000 just to come eat a waffle? Boy, I'm in the wrong business. I need to get me a manager and start calling around restaurants.
People get it, but my reason for going, and I'm not a big breakfast person.
Yeah.
And I was introduced. Someone was like, "Hey, the Breakfast Brothers, you were always on the radio and working with comedians like Michael Sean and doing things with Dee Dee." So I was like, one day I said, I'm gonna go check these brothers out and see what they're about. And I was hooked ever since. So anytime somebody comes into town, they ask me, where can I go eat breakfast? Or even myself, like I said earlier, somebody say, let's meet for breakfast somewhere early. It's always, without a doubt, Breakfast Brothers.
Man, I appreciate that. Yeah, it's all love when it comes to that.
And it's like being with your family, because everybody, from the older lady with the big glasses.
Miss Fanny. Yeah.
Miss Fanny. She fine too.
Yeah. She just turned 70.
All y'all old fellas, Miss Fanny, she thick, bro. Y'all sleeping on her.
Never mind him, Donald Brown. This is just jokes. That's her.
Oh, that's her. Oh, my bad, sir.
Just jokes.
See you at church. No. She's a very nice lady. We come in, she seats us, and she's always, excited to see everyone who walks in. She greets them, and the staff is the same way. So I love coming in there. They always treat me special, so it's always good to be there.
One thing I want y'all to know, Dallas Fort Worth, he got a comedy show coming up March the 10th. Talk a little bit about that. Tell them where they can find the tickets. We're going to make sure we have all that information.
No, absolutely. Let me tell you something, and I don't put no guarantees out there, or at least you shouldn't. I'm going to tell you right now, like the one thing about a comic, and everybody in their own respective fields, you know who great chefs are that don't really get the pub, much like yourself and others who put themselves out there. But there's opening acts for like Monique, and for D.L. Hughley, and for some more and others. And of course, I know every comic, and what I wanted to do is build infrastructure where we build something for the next wave of big comics. Right. So I got Corey B, who opens up for Monique. People leave that show mesmerized by her comedy. Also, my man who opens up for D.L. Hughley, Bodacious, you're gonna love him. He's great. Also, Piper the comedian, who's a hometown favorite. I put him on with Kevin Hart. He was on Kevin Hart's show, Heart of the City, and killed it. And also, there's another young lady. She's about, I think, 6'2" with heels on. Pretty, but she funny. Her name is Lady Rico. She's going to be there as well. I'll be hosting my man DJ Kevio, who's on with KR&B right now, who I actually work with at the Apollo. He was my DJ at the Apollo. I put him on the Chappelle Show with me as well. So he's here. We're going to have some fun. So it's going to be adult, sexy, and great. Yeah, March 10th is going to be a great night. And we're going to be doing it every month after that. So I got a lot of good comics coming to Dallas.
So the first one is March 10th, the venue and the address?
Curtis Colwell Center. I don't have the address, but follow me at Rudy Rush. All the info is in my bio. And what I'm trying to do is, and everybody who's in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, you know there's nothing in the north. Everybody's going to Grand Prairie or Fort Worth. We're trying to build something. So if you're about anything in Richardson, out there in Plano, Frisco, McKinney, Allen, Prosper, we're there. Garland, it's going to be it's a state-of-the-art facility. It's going to be dope. We're going to have a nice night.
I'm definitely going to be there, man. I'm going to make sure that I invite all the staff and the staff here and the production team here on the set too as well. But
tell your man Dream, he's watching right now. Buy about 2-3 tickets. He got it.
he do got it.
He
be walking around here
building
looking
houses
like
and everything.
T-shirt, the average with holes in his jeans, and that little
trying to look
genuine
broke.
smile.
As a matter of fact, buy a table. Dream down for one table.
But no, matter of fact, Dream was doing things with Michael Sean too, and that's how I took notice. He told me about it. Me and Michael Sean started talking.
Nah, that's one thing I like about Dallas. I've lived in Los Angeles. I'm from New York. But here, it's like, you meet people who are connected, and everybody's trying to help the other person out. So if you meet one person, it's never a negative word or whatever. It's like, yo, let me connect you with it. Because that's how I got connected with Dream, through Michael Sean and through others like that. So, yeah, definitely.
But we're going to keep this rolling. And, man, Rudy, I'm glad you came on the show. And we're going to see you March 10th at the comedy show. And like I say, he's a Breakfast Brothers regular. And if you want some of the things you've seen today, some fried salmon bites, pancakes,
my gosh, this is excellent.
Shrimp and grits, you can get them right on our menu. We got 2 locations. First location was Arlington. That's the foundation, 130 East Bardin Road. Open 6 days a week, closed on Tuesday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. And our newest location is Oak Cliff, Redbird area. It's 3704 West Camp Wisdom, Dallas, Texas. And our new, if you want to get things on the run, on speed, fast, download it, get it a Grubhub, DoorDash, Uber Eats, whatever, however you want it to go. That's why it's got Express on it. And also, if you leaving outside your party time, you can get it at 2 a.m. in the morning. We open 7 days a week there, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., Saturday, 2 a.m. to 2 p.m. and Sunday, 2 a.m. to 2 p.m. Man, we got it covered, all hours, 3 locations. Come see us. We got good food. We love feeding you. So